scores here. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. 23 yards, the final tally.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 27, Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts, 27 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
He was brought down by 88. A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they try to sweep to Jones. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 50 seconds.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Graham. Complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. 2 former All-Pros connecting. Rodgers fighting his tight end Graham. Packer 1st down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Jones has it. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, 626.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Packers nothing.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
26.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Vitale. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Under the category.
Well, fuck it then. I'll take that. I would take that win. Gladly. That's both for you. Panthers won 2 games. At 7:46.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're in on the first play from scrimmage. Our crew and you and I, we better strap in here.
That's what's commonly known as quick strike. Points on the board. This could be a fun game.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
At the 25-yard line.
Blue 58. They can't hang with us.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Rodgers, he gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down. On first down. It's Williams, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
First and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, easy. Here we go, 50. Mike, 50.
6-6, pull it high.
Tight. Back north. Tighten up. Look again.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
26.
Bravo.
First and goal on the 9-yard line.
Mike, 50.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The connection made. It's Graham. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
50 to Mike. Let's go, D.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now third and
Go.
goal.
Rodgers now on third and goal. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3.
Hey, high 7.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And the Packers are in for the score.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner. And he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Again to Lynch from the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
On third down, Wilson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a first down past the 40. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
We got three, fellas. We got kill. Hey, turn it out. 25, 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He's going to get this out to Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
First down, the run with Lynch. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. This is Lynch on the draw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Montravius Adams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be fourth down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time's not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down in the end zone It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it here with a fullback, Vitale. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They run again on first down, Lynch. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he pushed it right. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
64, weak.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite an excellent display of footwork. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
3 bucks.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Rodgers now on first down. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Now Williams, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, it's Williams. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. The Packers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers dancing to his left. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead slims to 5 now at 15-10. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 41, Wilson buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson, forced out to his left. And he locates Luke Wilson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Let's go.
Here's Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, Lynch. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns has got him in the lead. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Hello.